What's up guys, Nasser coming back at you with another video, and I'm recording this right after the last video, and this one is the multiversus patch notes, which I didn't expect to see anything about multiverse getting a patch today. Like literally I'm recording this the day this came out, but yeah, just randomly on Twitter I see that multiversus put out some patch notes, so let's not waste any time and get straight into it. I saw the reveal trailer for Rick, which is why I didn't upload anything about it, because I saw it before it came out, because you know, at first I was like, I saw the trailer, I didn't know it was Rick, so I was like, I wonder are they gonna talk about a new character, and then obviously I saw it was Rick, so I was like, damn, now I can't upload my reaction to it. I could have talked about it, but I'd rather keep the reactions genuine like that. But let's talk about this, because they're talking about Rick here. Rick is going to join multiverses. He's a new mage character, so he's gonna be a mage. What Morty I feel like should have been classified as, because that's what he feels like. Rick is just a mage though, for sure. The XP required to go from level 3 to 15 on every character mastery track has been doubled, so they're doubling the XP need. Okay, we're finding that players can get to level 15 in mastery track too quickly, and this will help make it a bit more of a journey. Loading performances on PS4 and Xbox. Okay, I mainly play on PC, so that don't really matter to me. Initial free characters changing from Shaggy, or they're switching for the rotation. Oh no, for the intro tutorial, it's switching from Shaggy no, it's switching to Shaggy from Wonder Woman. I thought it was switching from Wonder Woman to Shaggy. Oh, okay. Wonder Woman can now be purchased for gold and galenium. Attack decay step has been added in the intro tutorial, which it wasn't. Fix the issue in co-op versus AI that was causing only Wonder Woman and Rain Dog bots to appear. Fix the bug where some players weren't able to equip profile icons. I've seen that one on Twitter. And fix the bug where the game would occasionally appear as the end of game screen. I never had that one. And these are some cosmetics. I saw only one of these, and the two Rain Dog ones right here aren't the ones I'm talking about. This is the one I'm talking about. My man Tiger Millionaire Steven, that's my shit, bro. That thumbnail I made for that multiverse video, if you want to look at it, it's not that far old video. It's fairly recent. I did a multiverse video and they had Tiger Millionaire in there, so I kind of spoke this one into existence unintentionally, but I fuck with this outfit. Also it's now available. Okay, so bet. So now if you play Steven, you can do that. That's dope. They got some Twitch extensions added, fighter voting, which allows broadcasters to poll their audience on which fighter to play. Viewers who have multiverse get bonus votes. That's dope. Added the ability for viewers who have multiverse to claim free toast from Twitch channels. Oh, that's dope. A way to get free toast, and you can vote who your streamer is gonna play. That's cool. Anti-infinite combo system. We implemented a new anti-infinite combo system that will decay all subsequent attacks if the same attack has been used 4 more times in the same true combo. The goal is to put a global soft cap on infinite combos and make combos more creative. We hope the changes push players to explore new and more exciting combo routes. That's see when it's in this game, I understand why, because I don't play solos, so if you get hit with the infinite in solos, this is way worse than getting hit with the infinite on 2v2s, because in 2v2s you always have another person there that can get you out the infinite, because you very rarely will ever get both players caught in infinite 2v2s. We were considering the max number of attacks being used to be 3, but we wanted to more slowly evaluate the change. We're going to evaluate the change and are open to feedback on how we can improve the system. That's one thing I fuck with multiverses. The devs on Twitter are very open for getting opinions and feedback. The option to choose the 4 directional inputs or 8 for the right stick control C stick has been added in the settings. Okay, I know that's something people are looking for more options for their directional inputs. We're continuing the projectile system update in this patch. Most notable addition in this inclusion of a new light projectile classification for projectiles that deal no knockback. The only light projectile in the game for now are Rick's uncharged blasters and pies fired by Neptur assist item. Okay, and now to the part everybody is worried about. Alright, we got buffs and nerfs, changes and bugs. So they're fixing an ARIA bug, could deal more damage than intended, fix the issue that were causing hitboxes on stolen abilities to not hit reliably. So those are just 2 bug changes, and we are still looking at updates to ARIA's up special, but could not use more time to make it right. Expect the update in the near future. Okay. Why is my man still getting nerfs? Hitbox is slightly smaller to better match the visual on his down air attack. So I'm assuming that's his mallet spike. I will say that the hitbox on that is kind of weird, because when I hit it, I look at this as a nerf, because that's what it is, but I also look at it kind of like a bug fix in a sense, because making the hitbox slightly smaller sucks, because I already sometimes feel like I do it. Like, I feel like I try to spike people, and I feel like I have to do it before they get into the mallet's hitbox to hit. Because I feel like if I do it above them, like they're above me, or they're below me on the edge and I'm above them, and I try to spike, sometimes I feel like I'm swinging the mallet and I don't hit them. So I feel like sometimes I gotta swing earlier for the hitbox to hit. So hopefully them changing their hitbox to make it smaller will fix that, because I feel like that happens a lot for me. Fix the bug where his side air attack can no longer ignore air special limits when branching into attacks. I've not seen that bug. Instant cancel on hit remove, that's a nerf on his air down, and instant jump cancel on hit removes for his ground side attack. Damn, Garnet is getting love in this game. That's crazy. Not saying that she doesn't deserve love, but I didn't think Garnet needed this many buffs. Garnet now retains some of her velocity moving into the attack. Her ground up attack recovery reduced by 3 frames on hit. This change should improve Garnet's ability to follow up on a successful attack. Hitbox active frames start 2 frames earlier on her air down attack, and then her recovery reduced by 3 frames on hit for her air neutral attack. And the change has been made to make her follow up on attacks more successful. Gizmo's getting nothing. This is a trend I'm noting. Whenever they put a new character in there, they give them a lot of buffs. I'm assuming they do this until the community starts saying they want nerfs. Jump speed's been increased from 3400 to 3700. Music note lifetime extended to 10 seconds from 9. The car can now be classified as a heavy projectile. Okay, I don't know what it was classified as before, or if it wasn't classified as heavy at all. The recovery reduced 5 frames on the air side special, and the air down special can now jump cancel out of the attack. Harley has a bug fix where she fixed the issue where Jack in the Box will sometimes not hit overlapping enemies. I've seen that one. I've experienced that bug before. Bolt will no longer be destroyed when they exit the blast box, but Iron Giant is not KO'd on the neutral attack or neutral special. I don't know what one that is. Jake. While in the house and on the ground, Jake will no longer bounce grounded enemies. That's something I've been fucking waiting for, because it sucks when I run into him to try to hit him and then he threw me in the air. And on his ground down attack, the recovery increased for 4 frames on whiff. So it has 4 frames of whiff recovery. So LeBron doesn't have the experimental tag anymore. Fixed the bug that would cause the ball to disappear when thrown close to the enemy. I've not seen that. This is a buff when an ally receives a pass. They emit a small explosion to knock away enemies. No look pass ball, basketball pass. No look pass, basketball speed increased to 3200 from 3000. No longer blocks heavy projectiles with his air ground attack. And no longer breaks armor on first hit with his basketball air neutral attack. Okay. Because the basketball breaking armor so consistently was just something so annoying. So when I play Superman, you can't play against LeBron, because he would just break your armor with the ball and then just start comboing you. Morty doesn't have the experimental tag, and then he has no changes. Recovery increased by 3 frames of whiff miss on his air side special, and no longer breaks armor on first hit on his air neutral attack. Is that the multi-kicking one? Because if he doesn't break armor on that, that's kind of big. So for Steven, of course he gets a new costume, he gets a bunch of buffs. Smooth out movement so the attack won't hitch on his air ground up. Smooth out movement so the attack won't hitch on his ground side attack 1 through 3. I'm assuming he has 3 variations of it. First attack can now branch earlier into the second. Second attack branches into the final. Forward movement during the attacks is increased so they hit more reliably. His air side attack increased knockback scaling from 14.5 from 13.5, or increased it to 14.5 from 13.5. Steven's horizontal kill power was very low. We hope this change will help him in this aspect. Increased projectile speed lightly, and that's on his ground side special. In the air one, and hitbox active frames start 2 frames earlier. This change makes the attack hit frames more accurately match the animation. So with Steven a lot of buffs, I might play a little Steven because I actually like Steven as a character. Of course, just all the characters I play get nerfs. Like, I've not seen a Superman or Bugs in the buff since like they first were doing patch notes. Reduce charged knockback scaling to 1.5 from 2.0 on the ground attack, on the ground up attack. What's the ground up attack? Is that the which swings both his arm up? Okay. Charge cancel reduced by 4 frames, and this should make the attack slightly more of a commitment. I think that's the move I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of the wrong move when they say the ground up attack, but I'm assuming that's the one where he swings his arms up and knocks you in the air. But it already felt like it was a commitment, in my opinion, because I would have to commit to it, and if they dodged it and I whiffed, I was already going to get hit. It felt like it was a commitment, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Ground neutral attack, charge cancel reduced by 4 frames, and then the air up special, which is his grab. Recovery increased by 12 frames on whiff. Lowered base knockback on down throw. Why would you lower the knockback on the down throw? This should help make the wall camping strategies less effective. I get why, but see, in some of these scenarios, I feel like it's punishing Superman as a whole more than it's punishing the people that do this. Like, maybe it's just because I don't play like this that some of these changes are like just lost to me, because I don't camp the edge as Superman. The only time I do that is when you're on the edge and like I can get the free kill on throwing you down. I'm not going to knock you, because I've seen this before. I've actively seen it where like I went against 2 Supermans with my homie, and then they were just putting us on the edge, and just the entire time that all they're doing is trying to keep you down and just grab you and throw you. Even when it didn't kill you, they just keep doing the same thing. So I understand why you're trying to make this less effective, but for somebody that doesn't do this, it's just like, why are you making the throw down not as good? Like I said, I get why, but like, you know, it seems weird. And then they're giving, like, I don't care if this is the nerf. He still see 3 buffs. I still look at this like he still needs to be nerfed, bro, because Tom and Jerry is still the best character in the game, in my opinion. Hitbox active frame increased by 2 frames. Recovery increased from 4 frames on whiff recovery on his whiff miss, which is whiff recovery, on his ground side attack. And his ground side attack 2 has recovery increased for 4 frames on whiff recovery. So both his ground side attacks have more whiff recovery, but you gotta see how effective that is, because sometimes it's just whiff recovery and it's like, oh, okay, it's a little bit, but it ain't changing, it's nothing. His air side attack has recovery reduced by 3 frames, and recovery land cancel reduced by 7 frames. His air down attack, recovery reduced by 3 frames, recovery land cancel window moves forward by 3 frames, and push back and push the knockback angle to be more horizontal. And his air ground neutral special, Jerry returns back to Tom if he is killed when attached to an ally. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I just thought it did that automatically, so it was weird to see that. Velma's still getting nerfed, so she's the last one. Velma fixed the bug where Velma's vial wouldn't apply stack of ice reliably. Oh, okay. I've seen that bug too, because there have been times I've walked into the ice, when they had it on the ground, and it didn't apply ice. So I did notice that bug. Bug fix: Toodle's speech bubble no longer consumes 1 additional ammo, and ally enhanced speech bubbles can no longer apply 1 stack of weaken. push knockback angle to be more horizontal, her air down attack, her air slash up at air, her air slash ground up air is recovery increased by 3 frames, and then her ground neutral special, ally enhanced beam no longer applies 1 stack of weaken, and ally enhanced beam base knockback reduced from 1750 to 1600, which that is like one of her best moves when she applies that, because at decently mid to high damages, that thing easily knocks you off the stage and puts you in a position where you can either get killed or push you in a position where you gotta really fight to get back onto the stage, which is good, but I just don't like how that shit tracks. Personally, I don't like how she can shoot the beam on her ally and then it tracks to you perfectly and knocks you back a far distance. But short little patch notes, 15 minutes. Not anything major besides Tom and Jerry. Gizmo, I haven't fought enough Gizmos to gauge my opinion on him. Everybody else is fairly okay, except for where is he? Tom and Jerry. Still say he should be getting more nerfs than buffs. Still say he's one of the best characters in the game by a far margin. I still have the hardest trouble of all these characters getting it on Tom and Jerry, especially Tom and Jerry with LeBron. Anybody playing a combo of these two projectile based characters, it's just winning, because you're not getting in on them, and if you do, you're gonna break your armor if you're using armor, and if not, you're just getting comboed and fairly easily dying. That's just how I've experienced it. I've not experienced it any other way. But let me know in the comments how you feel, what you feel like should have been changed in this patch notes. Like I said, overall I can't complain too much. I just wish, my characters would get a lot more buffs, because I'm still just seeing Superman and Bugs catching nerfs, and it already feels like they're not very good in my opinion. Granted, Bugs only got 1 nerf, but they could have given him a buff in any category. It just feels like my characters are just getting targeted, but that's what it's like playing Bugs and Superman. But alright, I'll see y'all next video. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, and like the content, and I'll see y'all next one. Peace.